My parents refused to pay for my college while funding my sister. My aunt helped me succeed. Now they want money, but I refuse. Growing up, everything in my house was divided down the middle, except it never actually was. My sister got the fancy birthday parties with balloons and catering. I got grocery store cake and a few relatives. She got dance classes, piano lessons, and art camps. When I asked to join anything, my dad would laugh and say, "We can't afford that right now," but somehow they could afford her next competition outfit or her summer intensive program. When I was 14, my teacher wanted me to compete in regionals. Said I had real talent. My parents shut it down immediately. Told me it wouldn't be fair to my sister if I won something she couldn't. My sister just laughed and said nobody wanted to watch me embarrass myself anyway. So I stopped asking for things. Stopped hoping they'd notice me. Just focused on school because that was the one thing I could control. Senior year, I got accepted to one of the best universities in the state. Full academic program, incredible opportunities, everything I'd worked for. I was so proud when I showed my parents the acceptance letter. My mom's face went flat. My dad sighed like I'd just told him bad news. Then he said they weren't paying for it. Said they were already covering my sister's state school tuition and they couldn't stretch themselves thin for both of us. I thought he was joking at first, but he kept talking. Said I should look at community college, that it was more practical anyway. My mom added that it wouldn't be fair to my sister. Imagine how she'd feel if I went to a higher ranked school. We need to think about both of you. That's when I snapped. Told them every time I wanted to do something, they shut it down. No competitions, no activities, and now this. They didn't want me to overshadow her. My dad's voice got louder. Said I was being selfish, that the world didn't revolve around me. For the first time, they didn't even try to deny it. I went to my aunt's house that night and told her everything. She sat there listening, her jaw getting tighter with every word. When I finished, she stood up and said, "Pack your things, you're moving in with me." I started to protest, but she cut me off. Said I deserved a future, and if my parents wouldn't give it to me, she would. The next day, she stormed into my parents' house and tore into them. Asked how they could sabotage their own son's future because of some twisted version of fairness. My mom tried to defend herself, said they had another daughter to think about. My aunt got right in her face. Said my sister was getting everything handed to her while they were clipping my wings because they were afraid she'd feel small. My dad told her to get out. She didn't move, just said I was leaving with her. And one day when they wondered why I never came back, they should remember this moment. Remember who walked away first. Living with my aunt changed everything. She paid for tuition, housing, books, everything. Never asked for a dime back. I worked part-time jobs anyway because I wanted to prove I was serious. Library shifts before class, tutoring in the afternoons, retail on weekends. Some nights I'd come home exhausted with hours of homework still ahead, but I wasn't going to waste the chance she gave me. Meanwhile, my sister graduated and decided regular jobs were beneath her. Wanted to be an entrepreneur. She started a boutique, then an online business, then some consulting thing. Every single one failed, and every single time, my parents bailed her out. Turns out they were borrowing money from my grandparents, telling them it was to help both their kids. My grandparents thought the money was being split between me and my sister. They had no idea I wasn't seeing a cent. 4 years later, I graduated and landed a real job. Worked my way up, got promoted, saved enough for a house. Nothing fancy, but it was mine. To celebrate, I took my aunt out to a nice restaurant. She cried when I signed the deed, said I'd done it all myself. She posted a few photos on Instagram with a caption about how proud she was of me. My sister saw it and lost her mind. Sent me a message saying, "Must be nice flaunting money while your real family can't keep the lights on." My parents followed up with a long text about how they'd sacrificed for me growing up, and now it was my turn to take care of them as their son. The audacity was almost funny. That's when everything unraveled. My grandparents saw my aunt's post and started asking questions. Found out all their money had gone to fund my sister's failed businesses while I got nothing. They were furious. Cut my parents off immediately. No more bailouts, no more handouts. Told my sister if she wanted money, she needed to get an actual job like everyone else. Now my parents are drowning in debt from loans they took out to keep funding my sister's delusions. She's still living in South, her childhood bedroom, refusing to work, and they're both blowing up my phone begging for help. I blocked every single number without saying a word.